Yeah, where are all my people in the madhouse? I'll be a guide, climb aboard and sit your ass down. Don't worry, there's no need to fear when you hear. You know we're right here. We got the crew and we're ready for a game time. You're not ready to step inside a deranged mind. Yeah, this is what you came here for. We got machinima news and fuck yous. It's the goddamn ward.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wardcast. Every Monday we bring you the latest in video game news, talk about survival horror, machinima, and what's going on at the Ward. I'm one of your hosts, Shaun Clark, alongside Rich.
Make room on the dance floor, cause I'm full of shrins and I need to lay down.
And Alec Funnell. Funhole. Sorry, I messed it up.
Empty? Who stores an empty box and puts it on display? What the hell?
Hey! What? Fucking me!
Shut the fuck up over there.
It's funny, at first it sounded like the cartoon falling sound effect, like whee.
Yep.
But no, it wasn't that. It was better.
Wow.
Wow. How dare you? Hey, Mario can suck a dick. Did you know that?
Yes.
He
sucked my dick.
He can suck a big fat dick.
He's a plumber. He can
And
do what he wants.
let me tell you why. Because guess what time it is?
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I'm fucking tired of shit. So, fucking Mario sucking all them dicks. Let's talk about that. So, aside from Nintendo doing this stupid ass limited release Mario 3D All-Stars thing, which we talked about, they're also doing a game called Mario 35, which is, guess what? Another fucking battle royale. Shocking, right? Living on the edge with their, fucking crazy concepts and new ideas. But yeah, so basically it's the original Mario game retooled to function as a competitive multiplayer elimination game. So 35 players try to run through the original Mario game with modifiers, and then you're able to do things that trigger things that happen to the other players, like sending enemies over, or like making hazards or something. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but yeah, it's a versus kind of thing. So the goal is to eliminate the other 34 players, but it's classic, like it's the original Mario game. So more forced battle royale games, like games as a service kind of bullshit, on 8-bit fucking retro games. Like, nothing is... We got Tetris, fucking Mario. Like, what? Why? Why does everything need to turn into a goddamn games as a service fucking bullshit?
For you.
It feels like a personal attack. I don't understand. So yeah, so more fucking forced battle royale games. And, like, that's not even the only problem. Like, this game was built to die. Like, the game, I think the game's out now or it comes out soon or whatever, and it's going to be available until March 31st, 2021, and then it's gone. They're going to remove it from the servers, and it's just, like, why? There's no physical version. There's no way to play it offline. It's just available for, 6 months, and then it's just gone. Like, what?
I shall get it in April 2022.
But you can't.
I can. I just won't be able to play it.
No, it won't be available. You won't be able to download it. They're going to remove it from the servers. Can't do anything with it. It won't exist anymore. Like, this is the thing. Like, games are going to be able to do this where there's a game, and, like, if you weren't there playing it at the time, and it just goes away, like, you never even knew it existed, and you will never have a chance to ever play it or try it or know about it. Like, why is that an appealing thing? Why put a game out there, this thing that people spent time and money to make that is maybe fun, goes up and then goes away, and then there's a huge chunk of people that will never even know what that was or be able to experience it or enjoy it. Like, why? What is the benefit to that?
I got it. You know those people are saying, you should have been there for the joke. There it is.
It's fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. Like, you can go and experience a fucking, like, the original Mario today. You can play that game and experience it and have fun with it. The game came out fucking forever ago. But, like, newer games are going to come out and just stop existing. they're there for the people in the moment that got to play it, and that's it. That's fucking stupid. Why? What a shitty mentality to have as a company. Like I'm assuming they're looking at it like, oh, it'll be an event and people will be excited and it'll draw people to come play it right now or whatever. And that's just fucking that's a shitty mentality to have because it excludes a lot of people. You know, there's people that won't know about it in time. There's people that won't have time to fucking play it within that window of time. You know, like me, you know, I've got a backlog, you know, I don't want to what? Do you have a question?
I was about to say, what if Resident Evil Village did that same premises where it only lived for about 6 months and then it fucked off?
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, yeah.
No, that wouldn't be great because I still know it existed. It should just not exist ever. But yeah, and it bugs me too that of all the company, like I could see like Activision or EA or somebody doing some stupid shit like this, but fucking Nintendo, come on, man. Like if Nintendo's doing it, nobody's safe, you know? Because like Nintendo's always been like the old school developer publisher, you know? They've been more they've been more approachable and more accessible and what?
Kid approachable.
What? Mm. But like they don't give a shit. Like not too long ago, they even took the stance where they're like, "Oh, we're not going to do, you know, microtransaction mobile games with our franchises because, you know, that's not what we're about." And they did it anyway. And they did it like really bad. The games that they put on there were trash and they were money grabs and they were all the things that they said they weren't going to do. So like it just always comes down to fucking money, and that sucks. And I get that they need money. They're a business. I understand that, but you can do both, you know. You can do things that aren't gross to make the money and still, you know, have fucking morals, you know, and still do the right thing and still, you know, I don't know. I just don't understand why everybody's got to fucking go that route and ruin every fucking little thing, including Mario.
Mario's been ruined for years.
Yeah. Makes me sad.
Good.
How dare you?
Mario.
How dare you? Mario. But
My
anyways.
plan to take over Sean's sadness is working.
Wow. Yeah, so just, you know, Mario can suck a dick. He already is. The money dick. Jazz, how was your week? Suck any Mario dick this week?
It was a week. It was a week. It went by I want to say pretty quickly, except for the day that I was off. That one went really, no. It went by really slow, but the day I was off went by quick. There you go.
There it is.
There it is. Work tried to get me to go in, but I was like, I didn't do much this week because I had work. So the only thing I really played was PUBG, which you know, or I don't know where the fuck you.
There you go.
Know.
Nope.
You know.
You.
I also played a bit of Adrift, which is the space game I was trying to remember the name of last week. Adrift. But I'm looking forward to the new games coming in October because I wanted to try Vampire, and that's the one that's coming. So, yeah, Vampire.
Umpire.
I could play that.
It's a baseball
game.
I also tried this free one that came out. I don't remember what it's called, and it's not appearing anywhere because I think I deleted it. But I think it was called like Rogue Squad.
Rogue Badgers.
That's
I think it's
so
called Rogue
generic.
Squad. I don't know. It's a free to play, and it's basically like PUBG, but the characters talk, and they have like actual like characters.
Soldier battle.
Yeah.
War.
I'm trying to find it, but I think I deleted it off my list, so it's not appearing anywhere. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what I played. I watched a lot more stuff than I played because I had more time to sit around and watch shit. And I watched stuff like, Saving Ryan's Privates
The classic.
and Hacksaw Ridge, which are they're not the same, but like they're the same. I watched Away, I watched all of Away, that show with Hilary Swank. Jill got me watching this show called Fleabag, and I just finished it this morning. It's pretty funny. It's really random, but it's pretty funny. It's on Amazon Prime. Also on Amazon Prime, I've been watching Blue Heelers. It's this like Australian police show, and it's older. It's like from the 90s, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's random. This one girl that she played the main mom in the Silent Hill movie. I forgot what her name was.
The main mom?
The mom. I was gonna say the main character, but she didn't play the kid.
The secondary mom in the Silent Hill movie.
I don't know what her name was, but
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
too.
her. She's pretty cool. She was in this like crocodile movie that I have that I really like, which also called Rogue. All the rogues. So that was good. I watched Invader Zim because classic,
Yeah.
And you were talking about like random cartoons last week. I watched Close Enough, which is fucking weird. It's on Netflix.
I haven't heard of that one.
It's like more raunchy than F is for Family, but
So it's like Paradise PD.
Probably.
That one's pretty.
Probably.
That one crosses some lines.
And I also watched Erica.
Hey.
That was a fucking movie and not a game.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
It was cool, but it was a movie
Yeah.
that I had to fucking pick up my controller and tell her what to do.
It was a DVD.
Would not even pick up my controller. Literally, like, try to figure out on this little tiny thing how to get her to do what I want her to do. And then
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
not obvious. It's not obvious, is it?
No, it would have been a lot better to just let me like either like use the motion of the remote or the thumbstick. But that little fucking like look at the size of this, and then they want you to focus on this with a fucking like 50-inch TV. I said fucking.
That's why I played it with my phone instead. I was just like,
I told Beth she should play it because she might like it, and I'm like, you'll have to do it on your phone though, because I can't see Beth trying to like get mad at that, and I don't want her to throw Rebecca on the ground because Rebecca. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did. As you see, I have ketchup growing on a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, and my show and tell are these eye drops. I really like milk. My show and tell is a book because I'm a nerd. So it's a book from my favorite author, Christopher Moore. I can't show you right now, but the letters and the this glows in the dark.
And the this.
It's called A Dirty Job, and it's about this guy who like basically becomes the Grim Reaper, and he has to like he doesn't know anything about it, but he has to go around and like help people. I've never finished it. As far as I got. He's my favorite author, but I haven't read all of his books yet. This one is all worn and it looks like it's been read like a bunch, only because it's traveled. Now I'm not sure if I'm remembering the story correctly, but Jen, if you're listening, correct me if I'm wrong. But Jen borrowed it and she was going to either San Diego Comic-Con or somewhere, and she had this with her because she was reading it. And then Christopher Moore was there signing books, and apparently she like went to him and was like, hey, my friend Jazz like really likes your books. I bought one called You Suck just because of the title. It was actually a prequel, so I had to go back and get the rest of the books, but it was a really fucking hilarious book. And like his writing style made me start writing. So she told him that, and then he wrote in it, to Jazz, write like it matters. And he signed it.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. She came back and she was like, I got a present for you at the con. I was like, aw. And then she gives me this. It was a T-Rex shirt. And he's like, he's got toilet paper. And it says, aw, crap. Because he can't wipe his butt. And I was like, aw, thanks. She's like, that's not your present, though. This is. And I'm like, that's my book.
That's my book.
Did you lose it? And like, this is his picture. He always has like a picture with like something stupid on. He's so funny. But yeah, he's really funny. And if ever you want a good laugh, you should get one of his books. He has one called Lamb, which basically makes fun of the Bible. Great.
Good.
Now I need to buy his new one. It's called Shakespeare for Squirrels, and it's his interpretation of Midsummer Night's Dream, which is the only Shakespeare play I like. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Also, I have this doodle of Mario I did while you were talking.
Wow. How dare you?
It's very
Where's the
democratic.
dick? He's not sucking a dick.
You
No, he already
get
sucked it. It's
demonetized.
over. He did it during.
He's-
Yeah, yeah.
he ate it.
I mean, if I can't draw a dick on this
That's
podcast, why
how-
can Jazz draw a
I
dick?
also have this little comic of game industries shooting physical copies because it's time for digital.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry.
No. They should shoot them with digital bullets. Then nothing will happen.
Well, he never actually pulled the trigger, so it's just a threat. It's waiting. 2020. But yeah,
Just like new
Yeah.
video games, it's like nothing ever even happened.
exactly. Sorry, there's a bookmark here, and it's just like a recipe for muffins. I got distracted. I think it was a baking list at Tim Hortons. Anyways, that's my week.
Yay!
Yeah.
Take a bow. Take a bow.
That's how I bow. Alec.
Shaun.
Sean.
Me?
Yeah.
That's not how this works.
Yeah, we're changing it up. So
Me
that was
again.
Are
weird.
you hosting
So-
this week? What?
No, I'm just changing things up.
Well, how dare you force variety and I had a week. I didn't really watch a whole lot this week. I finished watching Game of Thrones, and the ending didn't piss me off as much as it did the first time watching it again, but it's still garbage. You guys need to watch it. I have
thought
no
you
one to
were
talk to about Game of Thrones because nobody likes it.
I
you
watched
were
the first
done,
2
I think.
episodes of it and I was just like, yeah, no, this is not my thing.
So you'd never like The Witcher, huh?
Huh.
No, probably not.
But
You
Superman's in that movie. Show.
I don't like Diablo 3, but I still played it.
So you just don't like medieval shit at all, like period?
No, I never have. I just find it boring.
I mean, that's fair. There's a lot of it out there, especially in like video games and TV. So,
Period shows.
wow.
Yo.
You just made me think
What?
of something funny. You made me think of something from that show I watched.
But
Sorry, my
anyway, yeah. So I finished that. I'm still kind of watching F is for Family and Cobra Kai as I go to sleep, and that's kind of it. But speaking of Cobra Kai, they confirmed January for season 3, and they confirmed a season 4.
There's a second season.
Why?
Yeah, it's on Netflix because it's fucking great. It's so good. But yeah, so January, I can't wait. It's so good, and it ended on a super cliffhanger, so I've been like freaking out. But anyways, I played lots and lots of PUBG, obviously with you guys and Jill. The game is designed to fucking torment me in every fucking possible way. It's all the things that I hate. And there's nothing quite like surviving for 30 minutes just to get fucking one-shotted from a shotgun across the map by a guy that you couldn't even fucking smell his ass. Like, you're just like the other day, or was it today? I don't know. Everything's bleeding together. But last time we played, like, I just hear a fucking shotgun in the distance and then I'm dead. And it's like, oh, headshot. Like, fucking what? How do you
Maybe it wasn't
headshot
a
somebody from like fucking miles away with a shotgun? Like, what? Anyways, it's just like, this is why Battle Royales suck, because it's like you invest all this time being all sneaky, having a good game or whatever. 30 minutes in, you had no chance. Like, you just drop dead. Like, you're just fucked.
Here we
Pisses me the
go.
fuck off. You shut the hell up. That's frustrating. It's the whole, like, building up and then losing everything kind of shit. It's like Minecraft and fucking Conan, where it's like you get fucked and it just I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I can, like I said before, I can appreciate, the whole risk thing, and like I kind of like that idea, but when you lose everything, it makes me want to die. I don't like it. But yeah. We won one. We won a match finally. Is that a angry face? I can't see it. That's my life in an emoji words. But yeah, that's kind of really the big thing I've been playing. Obviously, been playing a lot of that. Played a little more Gladius, more Teppen. For Teppen, they added that new hero, Amaterasu. I think I'm saying that wrong, but I don't give a shit. But that character came out and broke the game again. Because every time they add a new character and a new deck, everything gets all fucked up. And they put abilities that don't fucking work and are super unbalanced. So that's been driving me crazy to the point where I smacked my phone. And I cracked my... I cracked my screen protector. And I put, like... I damaged the screen a little bit where there's, like, some dead pixels. So... That's how much fun I've been having with tapping. But yeah, it's fine. I need to get a new phone anyway, so there you go.
I think you're kind of developing anger issues toward video games.
They've always been there. They're getting worse because the situation is evolving. It's getting worse. Therefore, my anger and frustration are also getting worse. So there you go. Like it used to be, like video games, just like difficult video games. You know, sometimes make me mad. Or if I'm like playing somebody that just fucking destroys me online, that can be frustrating. But now it's just like the state of video games get me to that point. So now when I play anything, I'm already agitated. So it just gets worse.
It gets worse before it gets
I don't know what's
better.
going on down there. No.
I don't want to know what's going on down there.
I don't know. I'm afraid.
I did my old man groans. No.
Oh, is that like a cane? Goddamn video games.
Not like a night day.
It's not my fault. Everything is poopy these days.
I mean, no.
I mean, what? It is my fault.
No.
Wow. But yeah, and then the new deck that they added for Teppen is just like, it's like a bunch of fucking samurai characters and like generic animals, and I'm just like, what is this? Why? I think they're all from Okami and the Basara series, which I've played neither of those, so I don't really know anything about those games, so they're probably from that. But like from an outsider, it just looks like a bunch of random bullshit. Like it doesn't look like Capcom characters, so I'm like, eh. But like what really bothers me is the whole deck is samurai themed. And there's no Onimusha characters. Like, what the fuck? What the hell is wrong with Capcom? It's like their redheaded stepchild. They hate it. I said that for you, Jazz. You're welcome. But no, it's like they don't want to acknowledge that franchise ever existed. I'm really surprised they did that remake a while back. Wow.
My new Shaun avatar.
Because they never fucking give it any love. They never talk about it. They never try to do a sequel. When they do crossovers, they never do Onimusha. They're just like, we don't want to even acknowledge that game ever existed. And I'm like, but why? It was good. It's fucking Samurai Resident Evil. Come on. It's great. But whatever. Show and tell. I've got a couple of things. Speaking of old, I have something old. Is it me? This is it. But no, this... where's my camera? It's hard to see. This is like one of the first wireless controllers for a video game system. It's for the NES. Wireless controllers for the NES. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, what is happening to the darkness in your house?
Yeah, I know. The fucking lighting's freaking the fuck out. There we go. You can kind of see it there.
This is the first NES.
Oh, darkness. But yeah, I picked this up like a long ass time ago. Probably like, I don't even know, like 15 years ago or something. But like, it's cool because it's got like all the like manuals and shit like that, and it's like it's in like brand new condition. It's got like all the wrapping in there and shit. But yeah, look at this. Look at what a wireless controller looked like back
You'll
in
have to bring it to
back
Canada.
in the 80s. Yeah. It's like a fucking brick. It's fucking huge.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's as big as
It is. It's like a 3DS. It's fucking massive, but it's really cool because like
as big as a book.
it's a piece of
Big as Mario's dick.
it's a piece of history. You know, before Mario was sucking dick, he was making
Wonder what this episode's gonna be called.
he was making. Well, this isn't actually Nintendo. Like it's licensed by Nintendo, but Acclaim made it, which is weird. I can't get it back in there.
I want to send you my giant Atari poster, Sean.
Oh yeah, and you like, if I can get this out. Well, whatever. It's like lodged in there, but you had to have this like big box thing to receive the signal. You had to put like on the top of your TV. Technology has come a long way, but yeah, it's really cool, and it's in like super good condition.
I bet you if you put that like somewhere now, people would come over and be like, "Is that your Wi-Fi? What's the password?"
Yeah, right. But no, it's cool. Like I don't have a lot of like older stuff. Like I don't have a lot of NES stuff, which kind of sucks for my collection. But yeah, I've been trying to kind of build that up. But I've had, for whatever reason, like I've just had that for a really long time. I want to say I got it for like $5 or some shit like that at a like a thrift store or something. It's neat. It's neat. And speaking of Nintendo things and Halloween and because it's October and stuff, I also have this, and it's in terrible condition. But it's Friday the 13th on the NES. And you can see how fucking destroyed the box is. It's pretty fucking destroyed. But, I mean, it's hard to get NES games, in box anyway. I did. I tried. But yeah, this game is fucking terrible. And I tried to do a video on this a long time ago. And actually, I finished the video, but I never released it because, I don't know. I guess I wasn't satisfied with it or something. I wanted to do I wanted to do a different format.
Your choice of words.
I wanted to do a different format, and I just never got around to it. But anyways, yeah.
Upload it.
Friday the 13th on the NES.
We want to see it. Upload it. Upload it.
It's got tape there. I think my brother actually gave me this, but I'm not sure. But yeah.
Upload it. People, comments. Upload it.
Maybe.
Upload.
And then another NES horror game. This is, I'm sure a lot of people know what this is. This is Sweet Home, which is
Candy Home.
This is basically kind of what started Resident Evil. Yeah, Resident Evil was a kind of a spiritual successor to Sweet Home. And they kind of revisited this a little bit with Resident Evil 7, where they, like, this game's kind of about a group of, like, whatever, documentary, whatever, filmers, and they go into a spooky mansion, and a bunch of crazy shit happens, and that's initially kind of what sparked what Resident Evil was, and they kind of brought that concept back when they did Resident Evil 7 with, like, Clancy and those motherfuckers, you know, they're a film crew, and they go into the house and they get murdered and all that shit. So that kind of comes from Sweet Home. So it's kind of cool to, like, this is kind of the source of Resident Evil. And unfortunately, it's not the original. This game didn't actually come out in America.
America!
So
Fuck no.
This is a reproduction cart that's in English, so I can actually play it, which is neat. But yeah, look at that. High resolution graphics. Oh, you can't read it.
It says Sweet Ho.
Sweet. Wow. Wow.
Mamma mia, I've got a Sweet Home. Give me it. What?
Sean is in my phone now.
Wow.
Forever.
And one more thing. Keeping with the Friday the 13th thing. This is a signed photo of Jason. Kane Hodder signed it. And this was actually given to me by my brother. But yeah, I don't know if you guys give a shit about Friday the 13th, but it's one of my favorite horror franchises of all time, for sure. And
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, we played it for a month, but then we got bored.
Not the game, you motherfuckers. The 100,000 movies that came before it. But yeah,
I never watched any
I've
of
always
them.
been a huge Friday the 13th fan, so yeah, it's kind of one of my prized horror possessions, because Kane Hodder, like, Jason's kind of been portrayed by a lot of different people over time, because obviously he's a monster with a mask, so you don't really see an actor, so you can always change, you know, the person under the mask. But Kane Hodder's the one that's played that role the most, and like if you talk to any of the Friday the 13th fans, like he's kind of brought more character to the character than anybody else has with his body language, like the way that he like moves his body and like he just has like a physical presence.
Does he have an epileptic fit while stabbing people?
Wow. But no, like when he's on camera, like he does this like breathing thing where it's like he kind of puts more into it. He puts more character. Like there's not a lot you can do when all you're relying on his body language, but he has this like just way of portraying the character and his body language and like the way that he overreacts his breathing and stuff like that just looks a lot more menacing and stuff like that. So he just kind of embodied the character, and yeah, so that's the signature that I have on the photo there, which is really cool because he's like
Nice.
Jason, like he's the Jason.
No one breathes and walks like he does.
It's true. If you were a Friday the 13th fan, you could appreciate what that means. Because, like, what are you going to do as an actor when you're fucking covered in prosthetics and you have a hockey mask over your face? There's not a whole
Play
lot you can do.
hockey, idiot.
Get fucked.
Jason would have been a great goalie.
Fuck you.
Yeah, just killed everyone that came near him. It's like, yeah, you want it? Fuck you.
Hey, Alec.
Yeah. I just saw Jazz as like, she's
No, you just gave
drawing
me a
some.
super awesome idea for something, but don't
Wow.
worry about it.
How was
okay.
your week, Alec?
I actually played more than PUBG.
What? Did you
Nerd.
play Tekken 2?
I actually played 4 new games.
Jesus criminy.
Yeah.
Tetris 2, Tetris.
So, first off, I played a game called Songbird Symphony.
That's not real.
It is, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Hang on. Okay, where is it? Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Yeah. Shit.
What the hell?
Shit.
It's shit. So Lee...
I am proud of you for having the physical version, though.
I didn't buy the physical. Lee did. So.
Wow. I'm proud of you, Lee.
He didn't say buy, he said having. Just kidding.
Stole. Yeah. Well,
Wow.
I'm more proud now.
yeah, so basically it's a game where an unknown singing, dancing bird, this thing, that goes around activating things by quick time events. So, yeah.
That doesn't sound great.
No, it's really a game that can go to a trash cow.
Wow. Wow.
Bye, game.
Are you gonna?
Then
do
I
that?
played it.
You need to do that with Resident Evil 8 when you get it, or don't buy it. Don't buy it. That's better. Don't buy it.
Yeah, I'll just wait for it until it comes free on PSN or something.
There you go.
Yeah. Second game is Harvest Moon: Light of Hope Special Edition.
Wow. Not a jazz game. It's a Diz game. She likes those games.
It's another game that Lee gave to me for some reason. I think the reason was because he was kind of helping me come up with things that I could do the 20 games, 20 platinums and 2020 thing. So I think that was the reason why I got this and shit. But I played it for about 10 minutes this week and I was just like, okay. So either this guy or that chick, whoever you decide to play as, wakes up from a storm and Doctor of a Lighthouse comes and tells you, okay, you can stay, but you have to dig some shit and plant some cabbage shit. And I'm just like, yeah, no. So shit.
You can stay here, but you have to be my slave.
Yeah.
Dante, if you're listening, please tell Diz right now the animals are people. Do it. Do it. Go on.
So yeah. So Lee, if you want those games back, please take them.
Wow.
He's like, I stole this from you. Take it. It's trash.
No, he gave them to me. He put them in my
Oh.
backpack. But yeah. So if you want them back, now you got a PS4. Wink, wink. You can have them back.
Wow.
Third game I played is Coffin Dodgers.
That's us.
Huh.
That's 2020.
Isn't that your job?
No, my job is to kill him.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
failed miserably. Yeah, basically, Coffin Dodgers is a racing game where you play as either 7 old guys or the grim.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay, guys. Every time we play PUBG, Jazz and Sean just turn into Wesker and just. Oh, what did I call it? So,
Can't
what?
hide forever.
What's it? What did I call it? Veska or something?
Veska.
Albert Veska.
Albert
yeah.
Veska.
Yeah, it's been that all week.
7 days.
Yeah. So yeah, you either play as 7 old guys or a Grim Reaper, and so it's like, okay, you just go around. Yeah, it's cool. It's mindless fun, so I quite enjoy it. I'm gonna keep it for a while longer than those shit games. I played a 4th game. Okay. It is How to Survive 2.
Oh.
Did you play How to Survive 1?
No,
actually, I have both of those games actually, but I haven't played them. Are they good?
I quite like How to Survive 2 actually. It's
Kind of Diablo-ish, isn't it? A little bit.
yeah, but that's why I kind of liked it, because then it's zombies rather than mythical made-up creatures and going. "Eh."
Zombies are mythical made-up creatures.
No, I saw a zombie in my dreams and I kissed him passionately.
Dreams are made up.
Anyway, point is, zombies are more believable to me than. Ugh. Anyway, okay. Medieval can suck a dick like Mario.
Wow.
So yeah, you can be a group of up to 16 players, and you can go around killing zombies, gathering supplies for Kavak and your own kind of camp that you've set up to build. And then as you keep growing and building things for your camp,
Building things.
Building.
as you keep doing that, the zombies and everything else gets harder and harder. So yeah, it's in a way it's like Diablo, and it's also a bit like The Forest as well. So it's good. It can be a fun little multiplayer. Plus, I got it for like £3. So
Ooh. I need
Jazz,
to
get it,
check
get
and
it.
see. I think I might have that on Xbox. I'll have to check.
get it on PS4. It's on the sale. It's in the under
Well,
games under
maybe
13.
There's crossplay, perhaps.
Fuck your cosplay.
Wow.
Get it for PS4.
Wow. I'm not sure. I know I have the first one on Xbox, but I might have the second one on PS4. I'll have to look. Yeah.
I quite liked it, so it's going to be fun. I can see it being a fun little game for us, free to play for a little while, and then we get bored of it, and then we get on to the next one.
What is it called?
How to Survive 2.
No, it's not in here. Oh yeah, there it is. $5.
Oh, come on. I can PayPal it to you.
$5.
Anyway, that's my week. Now let's go into show and tell. Now, as you guys know, I like Pikachu.
What?
No.
Ooh.
Is that a Pikachu trophy?
Oh, that's cool.
It should be. The extra cool thing about this is that it is one of Alex's mum, Kaz, gave it to me. So it's one of the things, before she died. So it's like super sweet, and it's like multiple colors, and you can. It's one of them cheap knockoff things that you can buy, from any eBay stuff like that. But to me, it's like awesome because it's got sentimental value, and it's Pikachu.
Yeah.
What more could you want? So
plus
I'm going to
it's
leave
cool.
that.
Like, it looks really neat.
I'm going to try and leave that there.
Oh, look at you with your fancy foxhound hoodie.
Yeah.
You're just going to do the rest of the podcast like that? Just.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Wow. No, you should put it up so that like your face is behind it and just do the rest of the podcast that way. Pika-pee. Pika-pee.
I'll put it on the shelf now. But yeah.
Pika-penis. 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 Pika-penis.
Pika-penis. that was awesome. So yeah, thanks, guys. Now show and tell.
Wait. Oh, I thought you said now show and tell. I'm like, wait, what did we just watch?
There's-
Porn. Yeah.
Hub.
So, what time is it, guys?
When I say porn, you say hub. Porn.
Time for some news. Hub.
Jazz.
Yes?
she,
God.
she had stuff in
I
her
had coffee in there.
Was it Mario?
mouth.
Wait,
It's a
Mario
bee,
coffee?
Mario.
Mario's the one, but never mind.
What?
News. Noose.
News?
Time to hang yourselves, everybody, because 2020. Do you want to do your news first, Jazz?
Sure. It's really short and it's only interesting to awesome people. So I really liked it.
Wow. Okay.
So apparently, Alicia Vikander gave an update on the Tomb Raider movie sequel that she's going to be playing Lara again.
Ooh.
And apparently they've been working on this. It was supposed to be filmed this year, but because of COVID, it wasn't. So it's supposed to resume in 2021. And yeah, there was a quote, but I basically just said that. They're still talking about it, but they're hoping that they can start working on it and get it released for 2021. It was supposed to be released March 19th, which the last movie in 2018 came out March 18th, which was the day after my birthday. So now they're sticking around for that's Bruce Willis's birthday too. So awesome. So maybe I'll get a nice little Tomb Raider movie to watch 2 days after my birthday.
Yeah.
With Alicia Vikander, which I don't care what people say, and I don't look at reviews. I fucking enjoyed that movie. I really enjoyed the first one too, but I really liked how they did the reboot games, but they kind of did their own switch on it, so it wasn't like exactly like playing through the game, because the game itself can be kind of a movie. So I'm excited to see how they're gonna push her, like continue that version of Lara, and maybe they'll go into like they kind of already did Rise of the Tomb Raider, so maybe they'll go towards like Shadow. I'm excited. I don't know. I'm excited. Tomb Raider, yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
excitism on the broadcast. That never happens.
What is this word? This
You just have-
excitement word. What?
You just have to talk about fucking Tomb Raider, and there you go. I'm all smiles. Plus, it's not like we're making a sequel, but we're gonna change the actress because
She has small tits.
See, I remember the days when you'd mention Resident Evil, and I'd get all happy.
I used to be like that too. Tomb Raider first, though. But this touches deep because the original movie with Angelina Jolie, I watched that when I was in 7th grade when it came out. We were supposed to go to this amusement park or water park, I don't remember, but it rained, so we couldn't go to the water park.
It's
We get wet.
It's water. What?
Because the
Shut down the
lightning
water
and-
park. It's raining.
It's a whole it's a whole ski hill resort that they convert into water slides in the summer. So I guess because it's high up, they were like, "Oh, lightning! Hey. Kids are gonna get killed." Hey.
So who cares?
So fuck your safety. Instead, they paid for all of us to go to the movies and see Tomb Raider, which a lot of people were like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." I was like hooked on it. I had the long hair when I was a kid, so I got my mom to put it in a braid, and we'd like play fight during recess. So that movie like has that's the point where Lara became like my hero. I was like, I want to be just like Lara Croft. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm excited for this. More. I need more.
Give me
More
more.
games. Give me more Tomb Raider, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to watch
The news just became about Tomb Raider.
I need to watch the first one.
Have you not seen it?
I
I've
mean,
been bugging you to watch it.
no. I have
The
it.
first one,
I will watch it. I promise.
like the 2018 or the like first one.
No, I've seen the first two, but not the newer one.
I've
We need
said
to we'll watch
nothing.
it together.
Yeah.
Said none of the Tomb Raiders.
Wow, how dare you?
They're really good. The first one, I I think Angelina Jolie did a good job.
I think honestly, in terms of like the time, that was like perfect. Like there's no one better that you could have cast for Lara Croft at that time than
Yeah.
her. So and she did a good job. Like that version of Lara, like in those games and then in the games in the 90s, like it made sense. You know, you couldn't obviously do that now because they changed Lara so much, but like what she was and how she looked and like her like status, you know, just as like a pop culture
Yeah.
figure at the time, like it just made perfect
And
sense.
and the thing is, like, a lot of people were obsessed about it. Oh my god.
What the fuck is that?
That's definitely an Asylum movie.
Oh no.
It's basically Tomb Raider, but
But
they couldn't
not
get the rights.
it's
Yeah, I mean,
it's,
the character even looks like
it's the
Lara.
it's the great value Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
probably
exactly.
shit.
Costco Kirkland brand. It was the thing about the first one was like, again, you were saying like it was an old school game and it was like polygons and shit, right? So it's a lot easier for them to cast somebody that kind of looks like the character because it's not all detailed.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like when I go back and play like Underworld or like Legend or something, like and you hear adult Lara talk, and I'm like, oh my god, like the pitch of the voice, the attitude, the tone, she did pretty good. And the game was all about raiding tombs and finding the fucking treasure
Nemo.
with the bigger thing behind it, right? And it was pretty good. The second one was kind of like shit.
I thought it was fine.
It was good. It was good, but it wasn't like it was less Tomb Raider. Plus, she refused to wear the padding, so it was like, what happened to Lara?
Yeah, it was just like an action kind of movie.
It was good though.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, but yeah, 2021.
And
hopefully.
again, like in that period, like when 95 or 99% of video game movies are complete garbage, it was good. It was like really good.
Speaking of, the Doom movie is now on Netflix.
Double speaking of fucking they showed a Monster Hunter teaser trailer. It's gonna be
See,
bad.
and I like Mila Jovovich too, so it's like I don't want to like that movie.
Well,
I'm not gonna
honestly,
Woke Alex up.
since you don't, hello Alex, even though he can't hear me, but like for you, since you do like her and you don't give a shit about Monster Hunter, you'll probably enjoy it.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like you're not like, oh, Monster. Oh, I guess I'm not either, but like I got into it more than you did. You're just kind of like, oh, I'm gonna play it to play with friends, kind of a thing, right?
Yeah, and then friends stopped playing it.
Shayla.
Shayla.
Yeah.
Shame.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck. It's not like she's watching, and if she is, yeah, fuck.
Yeah, but like for people that give a shit about like the continuity of the franchise and the story and just the integrity of that, it's gonna be garbage because it's doing its own thing and it's very different. Because it's like the trailer that they showed is like the was it Diablos is like coming up out of the sand, and that's cool. You know, it looked cool, it looked good, you know, and it seemed faithful to like the, you know, the way that it was pictured in the game. But it's like attacking a bunch of soldiers driving through the desert on a fucking Jeep. Like what? That's not what Monster Hunter is. Like what the fuck is that? So yeah, it's not going to be good. Anyways. I will always find a way to turn things back around to the negativity because
Well, yeah.
all the things I care about are being shit on. It's not my fault. I want to be happy. I swear to God.
Do you care about us?
This year.
No.
Oh, good. We don't get shit on us. Yay!
Wow. I see what you did there. What else, Jess?
That's it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I didn't
Tomb
have
Raider.
any actual information for the other stuff I found, so
Okay. Well, are you ready for some bad news?
no.
Hang on. Go.
What am I looking at here?
I'm hiding behind a blanket.
Oh,
I'm pretending to drink.
pretending. Okay. Here we go. So the trend of suing video games because game characters look like other people continues, but this time it involves Resident Evil. Yay. What the fuck? The new Netflix Resident Evil series reveal included an image that shows Claire Redfield, who bears a striking resemblance to a Claire Redfield cosplay photo of Rysoft 344. Normally, this would be where I'd go on a rant about how fucking stupid people are and how they need to stop doing dumb shit like this and making up, dumb problems to complain about and whatnot. But this one is actually pretty legit. Like the pose, the outfit, the face, like the entire design it's almost identical to this cosplayer's photo, which it's weird, to be honest. But to be fair, Capcom does own Claire, and the cosplayer is technically stealing from the source material to begin with. So there's not, you can't really do a whole lot about that. But yeah, despite the similarities, I don't think there's really any kind of ground for her to stand on in terms of like taking legal action or whatever. But we'll see. I'm sure they're going to try.
Yeah,
But,
she should be honored.
right? If Capcom like took my cosplay photo and like duplicated it, that'd be cool as fuck. Like I wouldn't be like, how dare you? Like I'm showing my appreciation for a character that I like from their franchise, spent money to look like that person and buy this outfit, so for them to kind of shine a spotlight on you and take from something that you did in return, that's cool. That should be a positive thing. We don't need to be like, oh well, you're using my shit and I want money. Like Capcom could do the same thing to you technically, and they'd have better, like, more grounds to do it. So like why would you even start that kind of a battle anyway? Especially if like this cosplayer's doing whatever, like a Patreon or some kind of making an income off of it. Like you're technically making money off of Capcom's property. So if anybody should be pursuing legal action, it should probably be them. But they're not. So like, what the fuck is the problem? Like nothing's happened at this point. This person could be completely cool about it for all I know. But she did publicly state that this is a thing that happened. So she's acknowledging it. Whether, action is taken or not, I guess remains to be seen. But the way that it was colored seems like it's in a negative light. It's not like a positive thing where she's like, oh, look, everybody, Capcom, recognized my thing. It's more like, how dare they? That's how it's coming off of. So
Capcom raccoonized.
Wow. But yeah, you guys should look up the image. Like it does seem pretty blatant, but hey, it's a small world and coincidences happen. Who fucking knows? But it does look like everything was pretty much copied for the most part. Even the face does kind of look similar. Like it's not a one for one kind of a thing. Like, and that's another thing too. If they took her complete likeness, like her face, that's a different conversation, I guess. But you can tell there's a difference. But that is something that I noticed kind of right off the bat with that trailer, is that Claire looks kind of different than she normally does. Like not in a bad way or anything. I feel like the CG movies kind of make the Resident Evil characters look a little bit more, for lack of a better word, Asian. So there's a little bit of a change, which I don't get, because Resident Evil comes from Japan, and they're making a game about American characters. So why do they turn them into Asian versions when they make the movies over there? Like, did they forget what they were trying to do? Like, they were trying to make American characters, so why do they keep going back and forth between ethnicities? It's weird. I don't understand, but it's a thing that happens. But anyways, yeah, there's always some kind of bullshit, some kind of lawsuit, or somebody, so and so stole my identity and blah, 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 blah. But now it's made its way into Resident Evil. Ta-da! I hope that, she is cool about it and more appreciative than, shitty about it. But we'll see. Dead by Daylight gets an out of the blue Silent Hill costume drop. With no announcement whatsoever, Behavior Interactive dropped a Sybil Bennett costume for Cheryl Mason. Like the other Silent Hill costumes, this character costume also comes with unique perks. Everything about this sounds pretty good, right? not bad. New costume.
How much does it cost?
Silent. you know.
$7.
7. Yeah. So here's the slap in the dick. Since Dead by Daylight is a microtransaction, games as a service hell pits, don't die. The only way to get this character is through their in-game currency, which you have to pay money dollars for. And this particular costume costs 3/4 of the entire game's cost at a whopping $15 for a costume. $15. That's fucking madness.
That's like 4 cheeseburgers at McDonald's.
Wow. I just don't understand 2 things. One, I don't understand how, like, from the company's perspective, that they think that, like, that's a reasonable price. Like, where's value come in? Like, things should have a value, and you should, like, determine what things cost based on, what it's worth. The game right now is $20. How are you going to release a DLC so small and insignificant that and have it cost that much money? That makes no sense. There's no value. It's a complete fucking ripoff. Like $1 for a costume to me is too much. Like, that's a bit excessive. And
So you're not going to buy it then?
fuck no. But like $15? What the fuck? And it's not even like it's not even a character technically. It's a costume. Like $15 for a character is a bit much, but for a costume, like, fuck off. Enjoy your digital games and games as a service, everybody, because this is the future. Have fun. Savor it.
We will.
I spend every day playing PUBG.
Savor it.
Yeah.
Hey, it was free.
Buying premium, by the way.
Yeah. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I felt gross, but I spent money dollars on it.
I didn't. I got cool shoes.
I don't. I just downloaded it.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. I have to do it every once in a while, otherwise I'm just going to stop playing video games altogether, so. Which will probably happen. Anyways, Spider-Man Remastered changes Peter Parker's face for some fucking reason. So first off, why the fuck are we remastering a game that was already full HD 4K that was released only a few years ago? Like, what? What is there to remaster? Yeah, it is money, and that's all, and people are dumb enough to buy
I was playing violence.
Oh, wow. And secondly, why? Like, why make a change that nobody wanted? Like, everybody loved that Peter Parker. Like, every time you hear somebody talking about the Spider-Man game, they're always praising that version of Peter Parker. Like, it works, it makes sense, it's different, it's great. Everybody loved it. So, logically, let's change it. Let's change the thing that everybody loved. Why not? Anyway, Insomniac showed off a new trailer for the upcoming PS5 remaster of Spider-Man with one major notable difference. Peter Parker looks completely fucking different. After playing through the original and becoming attached to the previous iteration of Peter Parker, having him suddenly look like a completely different person is very immersion breaking. It damages the attachment to the character, making him feel like somebody completely fucking different. And not only that, but the new design makes Peter look much, much younger, which is going against the idea of the game. Like, it's confusing because the original one, like, in the game, Peter Parker's older. Like, he's been Spider-Man for over 10 years. So he's experienced, he's older, it makes sense. Like, his design reflected that, and it fit. But, like, now they're changing it, and the version that they have now, he looks much younger, and it flies in the face of everything that they had before. Like, it goes against the whole idea that this is an older, experienced Spider-Man. Now he's one of the youngest looking Spider-Man designs in, like, all of the video game history of Spider-Man. Like, why would you do that? This is supposed to be an older, experienced Spider-Man, but now he looks like the youngest. How does that fucking make sense? It doesn't.
So now is he Boy Spider?
Yeah, he's Spider-Boy. Spooder-Boy. But anyways, regarding the change, Insomniac had the following to say on Twitter. They said, quote, "We loved working with John Bubniak on the original game. However, to get a better match to Peter Parker / Spider-Man actor Yuri Lowenthal's facial capture, we have cast Ben Jordan to be the face model for Peter Parker on the PS5 console. Like, what does that even mean? Like, how's that a better match to his voice acting? Like, there was nothing wrong with it. Like, everything felt right. It's not like there was like a disconnect between the way that he looked and sounded. I don't understand it. It seems like some PR bullshit. Like, people didn't like the change, so they're like, oh well, we got to say something. Say that. It's just fucking stupid. Anyways, but they did mention too, after the outrage or whatever, that they said the change is crucial somehow, and that it wasn't taken lightly, and they're asking the fans to trust that they made the right call for the benefit of the game. I guess we'll have to wait and see what the fuck that means, if anything. You know, it sounds like, just like I said, PR bullshit, but I don't know. Maybe they made some changes. Maybe they re-recorded lines or something where it'll fit better. I don't fucking know. But so far, it looks just dumb. It just seems like a bad decision and a waste of money.
Spider-Man.
News.
You know what your Spider-Man thing made me think of? I don't know if you ever watched Kimmy Schmidt.
A little bit, not a lot.
Have you seen when they have like a play for all the Spider-Mans and he sings this?
And I will crush that Spider-Man, and then that other Spider-Man, and all the Spider-Man, till I'm the Spider-Man!
Literally, like, that's Spider-Man now. There's been too many Spider-Man. Every time somebody's like, "Do you see the Spider-Man movie?" I'm like,
well, and
which one?
that's what sucks about this, is because there have been so many Spider-Man interpretations, you know, that, like, with this
Except
last
Tobey
one
Maguire.
for the game, like, they nailed it. There was nothing wrong with him. The way that he acted, the way that he looked, everything about it was like a really good Spider-Man and Peter Parker. So why the fuck would you go in and make a change that contradicts what you had before? It doesn't make
Because one
any
person
sense.
probably complained.
Probably.
And if you complain,
Mm-hmm.
they change it.
Yep.
Idiots.
Yeah. It's time for a game.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, it's game time.
Carlos.
Carlos.
Okay.
It's game time.
Okay. Who wants to be a former millionaire? Yes, I brought it back. And this time it is. And this time it's for who wants to be a former millionaire and then get divorced for half the money. As you two will be a couple. So, on this edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, both Shaun and Jazz will be playing as a couple. This means both can work together on answering the question. However, they must agree on the answer.
I'll play Shaun.
Okay.
You
Oh,
fuck.
wow.
Okay. So, people might recognise this. It's really no good answers, incorrect answers. I just talk bollocks. So,
Bollocks.
Bollocks.
So, Shaz? Shaun, Jazz, welcome.
John.
John.
Welcome. Which one of you wears the pants in a relationship?
What?
Which one of you wears the pants in the relationship?
Jazz, because she's obsessed with pants.
This is true.
It's not that I'm obsessed with pants, it's that you guys are obsessed with not having them. But yes, I always wear pants. It's mandatory.
Okay. As a rule, we have you guys have 3 lifelines you can use. Number 1, phone a friend. You can call the other person if there is the other person on the broadcast, which there isn't, so you're fucked there.
Call each other.
Yeah. 50-50, where I'll take away 1 incorrect answer and replace it with 2 more incorrect answers. And ask the audience. The audience consists of YouTubers that can only say the following Where's the next episode?
Oh, so all of the word.
Wow.
Yeah.
Except for Danielle.
No, she does it too, but we love you.
Oh, wow.
I forgive
Okay.
her.
Question 1. For 1 million potatoes, what does
How
PS2
dare
stand
you.
for?
How
What?
how dare you potato at me? I'm Irish. You fuck. I won't tolerate this racism.
I don't
Potatoes
care. I don't care that you're Irish or make up Irish, whatever. Question 1. What does PS2 stand for? A. Play Stadia 2.
What does
B.
stand for?
What does PS2 stand for?
Oh.
Okay. So Play Stadia 2. Pony Stranglers 2. Pete Stalker 2. Pig Shit 2. Or PlayStation 2?
None. Because they
Pile of shit, too.
don't stand for anything because Sony has no values.
Or backbone.
You do have to agree on something, so come on.
Shit. I agree.
Play Stadia 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, you are wrong, but never mind, you don't get million potatoes. For 1 million PUBG battle points,
That's what BP stands for.
No,
Yeah.
it's Battle Penis.
Oh, okay. Butt penis.
answer question 2. What time is it? Is it A, it's time for some news? B, it's o'clock. C, it's muffin time. D, it's time to burn. Or E, whatever time it is.
Half past, fuck you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Okay,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ding, ding.
For 1 million purple nurples, answer question 3. What are you
Currency.
What are you looking at? Is it A, John Cena? B, a computer screen? C, my dick? D, a dead man?
I'm looking at Alec because you're talking.
I can't see you. Your time is now.
So, are you going to agree on an answer?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good answer. Right. For 1 million %, answer question 4.
Percent?
Where? Yeah. Where is the North Pole? Is it A, north of the South Pole? B, over there? C, underwater because of global warming? D, asked Santa.
Over there.
Over there. Right.
Just over
What? Right there. Over there.
I can see it from a window, eh? Over there.
Okay. Incorrect, but I'm going to set that as a good answer anyway.
What are you, a geography master?
Yeah.
Dude.
For 1 million bags of shit, answer question 5. Why is James Bond nicknamed 007? A, because he has a 7-inch dick. B,
007.
B, he only shoots ducks. C, because that's his agent's number. Or D, because that's his area code.
His penis size.
Sure.
No, it's Wesker's secret identity. 007.
Chris. I mean, someone.
Correct and also incorrect. Right, moving on. For 1 million punches in the dick, answer question 6. If Shaun Clark was to star in an adult movie, what would it be called? A, Ya Fucks. B, America's 13th Disappointment. C, Paging Dr. Sexy to Ward, please. Or D, Princess Shaun and the 7 Fucks.
7.
Patreon.com/Lord Productions.
That's what it's called.
It's gonna be
I
called
agree.
Super Pie Crust Turtle Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't matter. I would like to point out that when I asked this question, when I made up this question, Alex put America's 13th Disappointment because he's wondering what their 13th episode is.
It's in his butt.
Yeah, possibly. I have to look out for it. Right, for 1 million Boston volcanoes, answer question 7. What is Jazz Rich's nationality? Is it A, Portuguese, B, Welsh, C, Paris Hilton, D, can Ada wait?
She can't.
She can't. Welsh.
German.
Well, I'm afraid it's actually...
Mohican.
She's actually from Madrid. So,
My nationality is Heinz.
She's German.
true. Okay. For 1 million hand jobs, answer question 8. What is the potential death of Alec Funnell? A, drowning in cum. Being stabbed to death by a spoon. Being catapulted to the sun. Or being eaten alive by a trash cow.
I thought you were gonna say trash can. I'm like, how does
Spoon.
being eaten alive by a trash can?
Spoon.
I want to see that. Yeah, spoon.
Because it's
Okay.
a
Well, you
physical
get
possibility
murdered
now.
by the spoon and then eaten by the trash cow.
Yeah.
Can.
I like it.
Which might be filled with cum, so you could drown too.
Yeah, it's all of that.
No. All of the above. D. All of the above.
Okay. For the last question then, for $1 million, answer the final question.
B.
$4. 7.
Okay.
7.
Shut the fuck up. The question is, Will I Am
No.
A,
Maybe.
Britney Spears, B, Big Papa Smurf, gotta lick my ass,
You
C,
my ass, bitch.
you can't be anyone else but Bruce Almighty, and D, I'm offended.
D.
D.
So,
Double
all of
D.
the above. Double D
You're
back
double-
to race.
You're very offended. Okay. Well, you got it wrong, so you don't win $1 million, but hey, thanks for playing this pointless game.
We did it.
Yeah, you did it. Yay.
Woo! Now we divorce.
Wow.
Yep. Anyway, speaking of going back in time, let's play the other game.
The kids can go with you.
Those kids.
Who gets the Resident Evil collection between you two?
Me.
Who gets what?
The Resident Evil collection.
You can have 8.
You can have 7.
7.
Okay, guys, it's time to play.
This audio's not playing. It's really
Yeah, I know he's dancing.
It's time to play.
Sexy Zombies. It's back!
What?
Yep, Sexy Zombies. So, here's the rules again for people who don't remember, because I didn't actually remember what the rules were to this game. All I remembered was a jingle.
It's hard to
Every
forget.
player...
A jingle.
Every player is a zombie, so Shaun, Jazz, you're a zombie. And it takes 2 shots to kill each zombie.
2 shots
Whereas-
to kill a zombie. All right, got it.
2 shots.
Of tequila.
Whereas 2 bites will kill the game host. Mwah! Every incorrect answer gets a gunshot, whereas every correct answer means I get bitten by a zombie. Okay? So question 1.
Mm.
What was Pepsi's original name? Is it A,
Coke.
Brad's drink, B, Pete's drink, or C, Steve's drink?
What was the first one?
Brad's drink.
That one.
Okay.
Wait, who is this for?
Yeah, I forgot to say, so I'll give it to Jazz. So,
Alright.
Jazz, you are correct.
Hey,
Like, ow!
fucking Brad.
You forgot to do the sound.
Because I don't have that. Mama! Okay. Cool. Shaun, your question then. What does the world celebrate on January 21st every year? Is it A, World Cat Adoption Day, B, Squirrel Appreciation Day, C, International Abbreviation Day?
Cat. Cat day.
Meow.
I'm afraid you get shot.
What? But I know that's a thing.
But it's on that day.
So January 21st, apparently every year everyone celebrates Squirrel Day.
And January 22nd is
I don't
Jazz
want to
Day.
be a human anymore.
No, my God.
Well, you're a zombie.
Aha!
A nearly dead zombie. Okay. Jazz. In 2002, US President George W. Bush rendered himself unconscious while doing what? Playing golf, changing a light bulb, or eating a pretzel?
Trying to be a president.
I hope it's the pretzel.
Playing golf.
You are wrong.
Is it the pretzel?
Yeah, he made himself unconscious by eating a pretzel somehow.
I'm pretty sure he was unconscious by trying to be a president and having to think.
I want to see it happen.
It might be a video on YouTube. I don't know. I might have to look it up. Okay. Shaun.
Hello.
Question 4. What Heinz product was reintroduced in 2005 after 15-year absence? Is it A, Alphabetti Spaghetti, B, Daddy Sauce, or C, Little Wieners?
Fuck. We're going daddy sauce. Just cuz.
Okay, Shaun, you're dead. The answer was Alphabetti Spaghetti.
That seemed too easy.
So, I'm afraid I live, but let's see how long I can live for. Jazz, since you're still alive. In 2014, a 49-year-old man was arrested for trying to have sex with what? A donut. B, a bottle. C, an ATM machine.
Bottle or butthole?
Bottle.
Butthole?
No, bottle. You know, something you drink out of.
Butthole.
So,
C.
donut.
The ATM machine, because you never go ATM.
Okay, you're all right. So I'm dead now. So Jazz, yay! A 49-year-old was arrested for trying to have sex with an ATM machine.
He's like, fuck money.
Nah.
It was a bad deposit.
He thought,
yeah.
He thought it was a hooker, but that's not how that works.
Yeah. So that was game time. Yay!
Thanks, Carlos. Sponsored by Carlos.
Okay, you're welcome.
Olive Viagra.
Aloe vera.
The fakeness of that laugh.
I have to read your comment thing.
Read your anus.
Read your anus. Okay, so once again, from last time, these things were scheduled for Broadcast 100, but everything took too long. So, yeah, here's an audio clip of a question or comment.
Out that much.
We can't hear it.
No, can't hear it.
See, this is what happens. You guys fuck it up. Okay, so let's try a different one.
Given that Capcom has a pretty large repertoire of content for any YouTuber to cover, what exactly inspired you to go down the comedic path?
Do you know me? It was the only path that I've ever known.
Oh, you haven't played the Sasha? Or that's a different one.
Yeah, I mean, there was never a question about it. Like, if I was gonna make any kind of anything, it was gonna be comedy. Comedy's my shit. It's always been. Like, I've never I tried to do a serious machinima once, like shortly after Duel, but it was for a contest. It was the only reason it was serious was because it was for like a thing. Like, it had to be serious. It had to be a drama thing, and that was for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And like, I can appreciate that for what it is. I've actually seen a couple serious machinimas, and that's all fine and well and good and everything, but I don't know, it's just comedy. Comedy's better. Comedy's more enjoyable to me. You know, I like being dumb. I can't not be dumb, so that's my path. But yeah, I like making people laugh. I like to laugh myself. I like to be a dum dum. Ta-da.
Dum dum dum
Dum
dum
dum.
bum bum. Dum dum.
Yay!
Plus, I always just when I'm playing video games, it's like that's just how my brain works. Like even before machinima, like my brain would just populate like, oh, well, what if it was this way and it was stupid? Now I
That's
just
what,
have an
like,
outlet for it.
can't fucking play video games without doing that anymore. Like you're playing the super serious game, people are crying, and you're like, but what if they had helium?
Yeah, but that's how my brain's always been though. It's just like now it's like instead of like what if this dumb thing happened, it's like ooh, what if I made a machinima out of that?
Okay. Jazz, have you ever wanted to make anything other than comedy?
No. Have I? No, because every time I like, even when I write fan fiction, it always ends up being like stupid or like slightly funny. I tried to go a little more like regular, and it still had some stupid comedy to it. Like I can't. My whole life is just like everything has to be comedy because otherwise it's garbage, trash cow.
Yeah.
Trash cow.
Moo, 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 moo.
Kale.
Life is already too serious as it is. Fuck all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or I want to see
What about you, Alec? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jess.
Resident Evil musical machinima. Days of Our Lives, the musical. I said I want to see.
But we can't sing.
Exactly. Find Ashley. Fucking bird. Yeah, what about you, Alec?
For me, I don't know. I kind of dipped my toes into being serious for a little bit. There was quite, I don't know, about a month ago, so me and Jazz joined that kind of voice acting thing, and yeah, and I think you said something about the time that I was voicing Batman or something. And I went really serious, and I was like,
Oh yeah. No, we were doing the auditions, and you did this Batman voice, and I was like, where has this been?
Yeah, I don't know. I do like parody, but I don't know. I think at some point it's good to kind of dip your toes in other areas, so then you don't get overwhelmed or too bored with the same take the piss out of something, and that happens in this video game. So yeah, maybe.
That just never gets old for me. Like I could do it forever. It's just like in terms of machinima, it's different steps that kind of get me to that place where I'm like, but like the writing and the comedy is always like it never gets old to me. I mean, there's writer's block, of course, but that's anything, you know, anything you write, whether it's serious or funny or whatever, you're always gonna hit a wall sometime. But I don't know.
I always hit walls.
Yeah. And another thing for me too that kind of reinforce that is like I've done like through online I've done some paid voice acting gigs, and like they've all been serious, and it's not fun. Like it comes with a different sense of accomplishment and enjoyment, I guess, because it's like, oh cool, I did a cool thing or whatever, but like it doesn't have the fun that, you know, when you're especially recording lines, probably most of all, like when you're being stupid and you're doing silly voices, like it's a lot more enjoyable to record that kind of stuff than it is to be serious and have, you know, specific tone and emotion, and like you don't get that lighthearted funness out of it. So it's just, I don't know, that can, and for extended periods of time too, especially, that can really start to kind of drag on, you know, at least if you're stuck on like a funny line and you're doing it over and over, and you know, you can kind of get more dumb and you know, different silly takes on it that can kind of be enjoyable. But when you're stuck on a serious line and you just can't hit it, you're just there until it's done. But when you're being dumb, sometimes getting, like hitting a wall and then being even more dumb about it can get you into an even better place. And there's like, I don't know, it's very different. Everything about it just is not as fun to me when you're doing something serious. So fuck that.
I agree with that. Like just like in the example of, it took me for Il Capo's group that Alex talking about, like the one that we joined. It took me longer to do the serious role that he had me do because it was a whole different from what I'm used to.
Mm.
And it was like one little scene. It wasn't that many lines, and it took me longer to do that than it did to record like an entire episode of Jill for like Outside the Residence, just because. Like that one, I could just be like, and like really how stupid, and I'm like waving my arms around. And this one, I was like, like I had to like put more focus in it. But it was fun. Like I like the range. I wouldn't want to do it myself. Like I wouldn't want to make the series myself because I feel like I'd get really bummed out just like editing, and there's no jokes. Like I can't laugh along the way.
Yeah,
like,
there's that too. Like the
people
whole
are
thing.
crying.
Yeah, the whole thing is just serious. You know.
Can I get you to cry again? That last take was a little off. Thanks.
But that, like you were saying, that Jazz, that is something that's good about it. Is like it does take you out of your comfort zone, and it does make it so that you learn more. You know, like it kind of forces you to get better control of your voice because you've got to make a thing work rather than just being, oh well, this doesn't work, so we're gonna do it like this. You know what I mean?
I mean,
so like you have to figure it out and make it sound the way that it needs to, and have that specific tone because it's serious. It's this scene. It can't be anything different.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like I forgot. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask another question. What would you prefer to be known as, a voice actor or a machinima person?
Machinima for me.
Jazz?
I mean, I like all of it, right? Like I love doing the voicing, and I'd love to have more opportunities to not be the same character. And I like the machinima making, but I hate editing. I hate it. So if I like, my ideal would just be like a mix of voicing and script writing. I love writing, and I feel like that's where my brain juice flows or whatever. But the editing, I just feel like I'm not good at it, and I just don't like trying to come up with what to do, trying to come up with like how to move the characters. In a perfect world, I would work for a company that would let me do the writing
Wow.
and would do the rest of the work. But it's not a perfect world.
No, it's
so
not.
I'm gonna go with voice. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just running out of voices.
For me, I'd rather be known as a machinima person because I like. There's one good thing when it comes to video editing. It's like you learn. You can go see from where you started, and then from where you are now, you're like, oh, I learned so much, and you're still moving on to the next area, and then you go this way, then you go. I'll just take the piss out of the stuff. But I like being able to reflect on where I've come from and where I'm going, what I've been able to use. Yeah. So yeah, for me, I like to be a machinima thing rather than a voice actor because I struggle to do multiple voices. I can just do the ones I'm comfortable with, and that's about it.
There you go, Shaun.
Wow.
You got yourself a
This wasn't a
machinima maker.
contest. No, like there's pros and cons to everything, right? But with like if you categorize yourself as like a machinima maker, for me it's more about the writing. And I like the video editing. I don't like the sound editing. You know, that like living in the timeline, just putting in files and cutting and trimming and cleaning up, that sucks. But in terms of like editing the video, like sometimes you can actually like come up with dialogue or story bits or funny scenes or whatever through editing. And
Yes.
and sometimes, and like you said, Alec, as you're learning those kinds of tricks and what you can and can't do and stuff like that, it can influence your writing through editing, like because you know the things that you can do, and it's like, okay, well, I can make this scene work through editing, so I'm going to write that. So they kind of come together to make a more cohesive whole where you can do like you have a lot more creative.
Come together in a more cohesive whole.
Wow. But it gives you
Mario
more,
Dick
more
again.
creative freedom to do, fun things, and that like editing in that way can be fun. But the fucking sound effects, I hate it. But the big things for me, writing and voice acting are my favorite. Those would be the most enjoyment that I get out of everything, and then under that would be the editing, and then everything else is shit. But,
Well, this has been fun. It's suddenly turned from read your comments into machinima
Hey,
talk.
we
So
had a
yeah.
machinima talk. We did it.
Thanks, Sasha.
Oh, good job, Sasha. Yeah, thanks.
Read your comments.
Read your ass.
Over.
Do you have more read
Post some more comments so I can read it.
Do we have time for
No, that's all I got.
Time for what?
more read your comments?
We're
I don't
at
think he has more.
we're at time, so we'll wrap it up. Save the other ones for next time.
Yeah.
But before we go, it is October, so
No, it's
we
not.
will be doing things. Shut up. It is. But we are going to be doing things. I'm still working out what those things are, but we'll be doing some machinima stuff and I'll probably be doing some sort of a let's play. I'm thinking about maybe doing Rule of Rose, because I got a new HDMI converter for PS1 and PS2, so I should be able to use that to easily capture from my PS2, because that's kind of been a struggle in the past. But since that's the case and I can just easily connect my PS2 now, I should be able to play things like that relatively easy. So I think Rule of Rose would be a good one because it's thematic. It's a horror game, so I could play that for October, for the Halloweenus.
October.
Yeah, and I might just, most of the Let's Plays that I've been hanging on to have been horror games anyway, so maybe I'll just say fuck it and start releasing those as well. So there will be tons of stuff in that regard. And then I want to do at least a couple of machinimas that are Halloween themed, and then we'll be doing some sort of podcast stuff that'll be Halloweeny as well.
We'll release our Halloweenies.
Yeah, we'll unleash them
Ooh,
into the atmosphere forever.
why?
Chris.
But yeah, so Halloween stuff is happening. There you go. Boom. Nailed it. This has been episode 106. Thanks for joining us, everybody, for another exhilarating episode where we do the things and we talk about the stuff. If you like that, be sure to support us with your likes, subscriptions, and consider supporting us at patreon.com/thewordproductions. If you have questions or comments, you can give those to us below the episode. You can email us via the contact page at the-ward.com, or you can tweet at me at thewardpro. Until next time, have a spooky October.
Why?
Bye.